Hey guys, Stealth here. Welcome to this Corona discussion hangout, as I am dubbing it. And, well, it's going to be an experimental stream. I haven't done one of these before, so I'm very much going to try and see how this is going to work. I put the chat in slow mode, which means that you can type a message or you can post a message every 60 seconds. And hopefully by doing that we can actually have some discussion, some sharing of stories, and not just people spamming chat. Let's see if the thing's actually working alright. Hey guys, Stealth here. Alright, it seems to be working. Right, the idea today, just share what's going on in your story, discuss what's going on, and, well, let's try it all to keep our heads a little calm, because I was in the supermarket this morning, and it's just nuts to see how many people are already emptying out the shelves. Canned goods flying off the shelves, toilet paper out. And I mean, we're supposed to be a very down-to-earth nation in the Netherlands. We're supposed to be very, very chill and very laid back, and we don't really care much about stuff. We're always, yeah, keep your head cool, it's gonna be alright. And people are just emptying shelves of toilet paper, like what the fuck? It's not the end of the world, or at least I sure as hell hope not. Anyway, in the background I'm going to be playing some Plague Inc., which is hopefully not the way that this whole thing is going to play out. You never quite know, of course, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm more worried about people's stupidity and about supply chains breaking down than the whole lethality of the coronavirus. So, let's see. It's been a while since I played this. I did a few test runs yesterday evening, but beyond that, there has been a lot of additions to this game that I really haven't tried. Let's just start with a virus, because I think that's kind of apt. Let's see. Oh, we got the Darwinist. What's that? Insert a gene. Metabolic jump. Biohazards. DNA bubbles. Get more DNA at the beginning. Yeah, sure. Let's see. The ATP boost. Insert gene Darwinist. Increase the chance of your plague mutating. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, because it's usually going to be a bit too high profile when you do stuff like this. Do I have experience with the game? A bit, quite a while ago. I played this, I think back in 14, 15 when it came out. But I haven't really touched it since. And yes, I am coughing, because last week I had, well, a bit of the flu. I'm not sure if it was corona. I don't think so, because I'm such an introvert that I really don't go out of the house much. I mean, I work from home as a YouTuber. I have my own little area where I do gaming and recording videos for you. And beyond that, there's not really that much reason for me to go out. My wife, however, not so much so, as she's a teacher in high school, English. And she sees a lot of students, so I wouldn't be surprised if she is a carrier. Or that at least the virus is already in the schools there. However, it is, well, the schools currently are still open, but interestingly, people are to some extent keeping their kids home. This morning she wrote that she had, I think out of her standard, 26 students in one of her classes, 10 were absent. So that is quite bad. People are keeping their kids home. Which of course, well, the argument can be made either way. Okay, let's get this virus going. I'll set it to normal difficulty, and we're going to go with PAX 12. Alright, chat, where are we starting? What would make a good start location, do you think? What would be a good starting location? I have these perks which allow me to travel faster by land. So that is something that could help me spread in countries that have a lot of roads. So Western Europe comes to mind, or Europe as a whole. US potentially. I think Africa is a little bit less useful in that way. Oh, crap. I wasn't supposed to start there. Start in the Netherlands. Yeah, right. Anyway, speaking of the Netherlands, yesterday we had a press conference by the Prime Minister, and he discussed that right now the schools are staying open because the people, so mostly the parents, need to be at work. Now, there are two ways to look at that as far as I'm concerned, because on the one hand, yes, I would agree, people do need to keep going to work. They keep being productive to keep all the supply chains going. And especially, of course, the let's say the EMTs, the emergency services, those guys need to be at work. But that's only a fraction of the population. But it's all interconnected. So if a part of the supply chain goes, then a lot of other stuff's going to go. Maybe not immediately, but later. You never quite know. Yeah, the F1 at Australia is cancelled. I saw that. Start from a poor country. Yeah, that's another possibility. I'll do that for the next one, Largezo. Now, something else that I was thinking about. How, or rather, what countries do you think are thriving in this situation? Because sure enough, a lot of companies are hurting. The airline industries are really going down the toilet these days. But there are some industries which I think are thriving, especially with all the people now working from home. Of course, that means that server capacity is going to be massively required, so IT companies would be probably a hell of a lot more profitable. Server companies, let's say cloud operators, I think those could be more profitable. Netflix, probably more profitable, although I know that, I think it was in Italy, Netflix, was it Netflix or was it another thing? At least Pornhub was there. Pornhub said they're going to offer free access to everyone in Italy and this is what I thought was very good, donate all the proceeds. Yeah, toilet paper companies. If they can still get all of their raw resources, then probably. You just had the first death in India due to COVID-19, yeah. It's only a matter of time, I'm afraid. For those of you just tuning into the stream, welcome. We are here to do a bit of a discussion, sharing what's happening with COVID or Corona or whatever you want to call it in your country. How you feel about it, what you think the risks are. And in the meanwhile, I'm playing Plague Inc. in the background. German clothing producer changed their production entirely to face masks. Right. Well, I suppose that's also going to be quite profitable, considering how much those things are required. 3M is making a killing. I only know mostly 3M from Post-its and office supplies. What else do they make? Korea is doing fine, except for the media. Okay. France is going crazy. Yep. Hemophilia. Remind me, what is hemophilia? Symptoms. Contains pockets of the pathogen. Slight chance of bursting, which can spread disease. Yes. Oh, right. This is always a bit of a trade-off. I can make my virus mutate symptoms, and by doing that, for example, spread it through coughing, but it'll also be a bigger blip on the radar. I'm gonna go for coughing, because I think that's a great way to spread it. And beyond that, sneezing. And, well, pneumonia might be a bit too much, because this is more starting to look into lethality. So let's not do that. People panic buying in Poland. And the church is going crazy. How are the churches being handled in your country? Because here in the Netherlands, I think the church cancelled all of the services. At least through March. Ah, gas protection, hearing protection, right. That sort of stuff. You're stacking toilet paper in your bathroom? How much do you have? Your exchange program got cancelled, yeah. Everything that involves travel is going to be fucked at this point. Let's see, what else could I do to increase my infectivity? I don't really need insects yet, because I'm not really in the hot climates, but I think the birds might help. I need... Oh, I already have the birds, don't I? Yeah, I need 21 points. All churches are closed in Finland. Okay. Greenland's very difficult otherwise. Yeah, Greenland in this game is always a problem. Here in the Netherlands, we too have this rule that says you cannot be with more than 100 people together. So one of our newspapers, which I think is comparable to the Onion, which is one of those sarcastic newspapers, said, "Oh no, they're gonna break up the 101 Dalmatians. Sorry guys, it's got to be done. We're gonna break up the 101 Dalmatians because it's more than 100. So sorry, but anybody want a Dalmatian?" Which I thought was an interesting headline. Initially, I didn't get it. I was like, what the hell? How does this relate? But then, yeah, of course. 101 Dalmatians. It's more than 100. One has to go. Tumors. Jeez. Don't you think that's a bit aggressive already? This thing's been mutating a lot. Tumors. Pathogens disrupt growth cell growth pathways, causing uncontrolled, eventually fatal tumor growth. So we're actually starting to get pretty lethal. Or we're starting to get lethal. Infectious rate is currently at 3.3 million. Yeah, that was dispelled. Poland Muslims closed the mosques. Catholic churches doubled mass. Oh, right. So they doubled the amount of services, you mean? "50 and more people are banned in France." Whoa. Now we're getting a lot of DNA bubbles. I can always devolve. Yeah, but that's expensive, isn't it? I thought devolving stuff in this game actually costs you stuff. Yeah, it costs you 3 DNA points. It can be very useful to start devolving. And then once you have everybody infected, you suddenly go massively killing. Very, very high lethality, and you start to butcher everybody. Let's also have it get the ability to get cold resistance. Ukraine starts to work on a cure. Already. Oh, well, I guess they're properly motivated with 142,000 dead. That's probably going to make them a little concerned. How many people have I killed? 169,000. Shit. That's how fast these things can go. That's something I have noticed with the whole corona situation. People, especially politicians, don't seem to understand the exponential growth. It's not like you're going to have 10 new cases every week. The first week you might have 10 cases, and then you have 20, and then you have 50, and then it just keeps growing faster and faster and faster. Much like what you see going on here in the game. I have 2.8, 2.9, 3.9, 5.2, 6.7, 7.1. That's how fast this thing grows. And it seems like the politicians either were uninterested in it or they don't understand. I'm not sure which one it is, but I think that they value the economy a little bit too highly over people's lives. And that's something else, by the way, that I've read online, which I thought was a good point. They said you're going to see countries go one or two ways, or one of two ways. You're going to either see them go in a way that means that they're going to prioritize their economy, which is mostly what's happening in the US, as far as I've been able to tell, or they're going to prioritize their healthcare, the health of their people. And countries which have really taken severe measures early on, like closing schools early, I think that those probably are more concerned with the whole people situation. 15 million infected in 2 to 3 weeks in France. Are you kidding? Since when does a politician have any knowledge at all? Fair point. The risks are only high for people with weak immune systems. Yes, I agree with that to some extent. The actual lethality rate for the coronavirus, from what I've been able to tell, is not that high, especially for healthy people. Weaker people, people which already have medical conditions of one sort or another, they're going to be more affected by the virus, but the whole situation can and potentially does clog up hospitals, where people already said that hospitals are now having to choose between either helping patient A or B or C. They cannot provide healthcare to all of them. And that's mostly the threat. It's the secondary effects that I'm worried about. Yeah. I did see the reasoning behind the schools staying open here in the Netherlands, because then the people can still go into work and stay productive. If you close the schools, it's going to mean that a lot of people have to stay home because they don't have any location where they can, well, not so much stash their kids, but where they can have people take care of their kids, which is sort of what schools can do. You got the feeling China's lying about the numbers. I'm not sure if you can trust any of the numbers, because from what I've been seeing, there are not enough tests available anywhere. So that means that, well, you can have numbers, but are they reliable? It's the numbers of tests that have been administered and that have gotten positive that you know of. I think it's more the threat of what we don't know. Especially in countries which haven't been testing that much. I mean, Italy, I believe, was very early and very effective with administering a lot of tests, which is why you saw their numbers go up so fast. But at the same time, does that mean that, for example, I don't know, a neighboring country, like the Balkan states, at least in this game, or let's say Central Europe, had fewer cases? Well, they had fewer cases that we know of. Doesn't mean there are fewer cases, period. I need to start finding a way to combat that cure. More work needed to develop a cure. There. That should keep them busy for a while. 228 days. Press F for Italy, yeah, especially in this case. In this game, I've already killed 2 million Italians. 3? Jesus, YouTube monetization is gonna love this, by the way. It's hilarious and sad watching people panic and countries being shut down. Yeah. It is... I was just browsing Reddit before I started the stream, and somebody out there, I think, posted a quote that was from the original Man in Black, I think it was. It says, "A person is smart, but people are stupid." And I thought that was a really good way of looking at it. People... Oh, shit. I won't be able to get Madagascar. People... So, flock mentality, herd mentality, is generally not the brightest. They're generally not... Well... How do you put this? It's panic mentality. So a lot of people are going to get really panicked really fast. Whereas if you're talking to 1 or 2 people, it might not be that bad. Because if it's just one person, they can still make logical decisions. Well, that's debatable, but... Damn it. It's always the islands, isn't it, in this game? The Caribbean, Madagascar, and the Philippines. Total organ failure. There we go. 4.3 million people dead. 4.6 billion. My bad. Lost the game, yep. Where am I from? Netherlands. How hard is the place you've lived been affected? My actual town of residence, not that hard. Beyond running out of toilet paper, I think. I think yesterday there was news of a case over here in my town. But beyond that, well, it's not that bad. Did you get the birds? I think I did. Yeah, I got the birds. Birds 1 and 2. Can still evolve to the 3rd. And hopefully they fly over to Madagascar. Unless they set up their anti-air guns and start shooting the birds down. At least the population is so far diminished that I don't think we're going to see a cure anytime soon. There, 3 years, 312 days. Football's now closed. Yep. Their whole world is running out of toilet paper. What are we going to do then? What are we going to do after? You heard me coughing? Yeah, correct. Last week I had a pretty bad cough. Couldn't do anything. And I'm still facing the effects right now because the video that I posted today, the wargame vid, I think I still have some mucus in my throat. You know, that slime that you create when you are sick. And it caused me to start getting random hiccups during the recording of the vid, which got really fucking annoying. Alright, how many did I murder eventually? The Philippines is in full quarantine lockdown. Yep. How bad is the full quarantine lockdown? Does it mean you cannot go outside at all? Why the hell is there a helicopter circling overhead? This is weird. Is there a medevac something? If the toilet paper runs out, we better start saving up leaves. Well, it is... no, it's not fall. It's spring, or near enough spring over here, so there's no shortage of those at the moment. 6.9 billion dead. Damn. Just imagine how the world would look if only, out of the current, let's say, 7 to 8 billion people, 159 million survived. That would be incredible. Alright, let's retry. Oh, I got the ATP boost. Didn't I already have that? Cysto aching, oozing rash. This all sounds terrible. Average poison. As opposed to the above average poison. Alright, chat. This time I'm going to leave it to you. Where exactly are we going to start this? What is the new infectious location? 3 of your friends are in quarantine. Shit. Okay. Somebody's rushing to my main base. Yeah. Something like that, I guess. Where are we starting? There would be peace for hundreds of years. Would there, though? Because on the one hand, I follow your reasoning that there is just not that much to fight. But on the other hand, the resources are scarce. And it means that the resources that are there are going to get fought over heavily. Canada. Alright, we're starting in Canada. Average poison begins in Canada. It is a weird name. Yeah, I'll start in Greenland next round. Let's see. What sort of evil things shall we develop now? How about cold resistance? That could help over here in Canada, because it's... yeah, it does have that cold perk, or cold aspect of it. Waterford Island. Yeah, next time around. Oh, they were in Italy, your friends. Yeah, no, right. There's butter on your computer. What the hell did you do? The first few years there'd be territory wars if all these people died. Maybe. It depends on where they survived. I mean, what happened in my last attempt, they survived in the Caribbean, they survived in Madagascar, and they survived in the Philippines, which are all relatively small and contained land masses as compared to the rest of the world. But you just have 7 billion people rotting away. So that would take a bit of time to clean up. And I think you'd start to see those Hollywood overgrown cities. Let's see, what do I need if I want to affect people in cold climates? This is rural regions and mutation. I don't want to mutate just yet. Arid environments, plane transmissions. Yes, plane's good. Your piece of bread jumped on your PC. If your piece of bread is able to move on its own, I would recommend you not eat it. You should start in Wargames so Sparky has an excuse to play more Wargame. Oh, don't worry. I think Sparky has plenty of plans to play Wargame. Maybe Sparky should do his own stream. His own Wargame stream or Steel Division stream. How about that? Human corpses make great nutrients for plants. Indeed. I think there's a zombie scenario. Yeah, there is. That's a good thing. I'll try that next time. Okay, let's go for the water as well. What will happen to the atmosphere when 7 billion corpses start rotting? I have no idea. Anybody know? What happens then? Jewel Wargame stream. Well, I don't stream Wargame personally, but Sparky might. If we can all put enough social pressure on the guy to start streaming it. You're about to start a new job and your start date has been pushed back indefinitely. Oh, that sucks. And since you're just starting a new job, I suppose working from home is not an option either, because you need to be onboarded. You need to be trained. In Serbia, we get announcements that schools are closing. Right. Methane happens. Yeah. But how much methane does a single corpse provide? Let's say an average corpse. I'm not talking about an overweight American corpse. Which might provide more methane, I don't know. Never invest in something unless you have twice the price in DNA. Why is that, Guillaume? Why is that a rule? If Sparky is singing in the stream, you're down for it? Uh-huh. Yeah, if 7 billion people are dead, they wouldn't be polluting the world and contributing to climate change. That's a good argument. If 7 billion people are dead, then the cars stop, and the factories stop, and the airplanes stop, and most of the other polluters stop. What other ways of transmission? How about the birds? The brainworm is easy mode. I found the fungus, I think, to be hard in this game. It's very difficult to get that to work, because they sort of just hang around and they don't do that much. I'm still stuck in Canada, I think. Yeah. All my cases are in Canada. Come on. UK votes for Brexit. Just tells you how old the game is. Credit where credit is due, though. The game always starts on the current date. And then loops into the future. Nuclear reactors will stop too. Yeah, possibly. Ah, there we go. Now we're in the US. Good. You hope that the average poison doesn't hit the Maldives. Because when things go haywire, I need to evolve in lethality faster than they work on the cure. Yes. I have developed anemia. Okay. Do I want to? Oh, I've already developed paralysis. Are you nuts? Devolve. Devolve. And I cannot devolve that because I don't have the points for it. I don't want to be lethal just yet. I want to be infecting people. Looks like the start date from the computer's clock. Yes. Brexit will make UK immune. Uh-huh. If only. No, the culprits in this game are usually Iceland, Greenland, Madagascar, the Philippines, and the Caribbean. Those are the ones that I've found quite hard to affect. So where do you guys think we'll be in about a week? I know that's hard to predict with this thing, because a week ago, the Netherlands was, well, I wasn't gonna say we were barely paying attention to it, but we didn't care too much about it. That's for sure. And now the whole country is going, oh fuck, where's the toilet paper? So where are we gonna be in a week? What are your predictions? There's a coronavirus mod in the creative workshop. Are you sure? If so, I'll have to look at that. Depending if people actually take it seriously, yes. I hope that they do. Because I think that this thing is a bit more serious than people might imagine. My infections in the US are stuck at about 8 or 9. In 1 week it's going to be martial law. What does martial law mean for your countries? And maybe more importantly, does your country, wherever you are, have the stomach for martial law? I, for one, in the Netherlands, wouldn't really know what martial law would mean. Yeah, a week ago you were making fun of coronavirus and now you're intensely washing your hands. Politicians need to play this game. Yeah. The army takes over the public power. Mm-hmm. There you go. Not so immune now, are you? You might have Brexited, but the virus came from Canada. People got scared in Germany too. Uni's cancelling a lot of things, yeah. In Germany, you cannot enact martial law as the Bundeswehr is not capable of sending armed troops into the street. Not capable or not allowed? Because I believe in the United States, there's also a rule that you cannot use the army on national territory or something like that. You cannot deploy them. Oh, what was the rule for that? It was some Latin thing. And 1.3 million infectees. Okay. Governments get more power and traveling is halted. Traveling is already halted, isn't it? There we go, now we're getting more infectees. Let's see, can I spread more by the use of mosquitoes, maybe? Am I in warm countries yet? This is an arid country and a hot country. If I can use Saudi Arabia as a hotbed to start spreading it to warmer areas, that'd be handy. So I need arid areas. Hot climates, but this also increases chance of mutation, which I don't want. Oh, everything messes with my mutation chance. Alright, fine, I'll take the insects. Carry on. National Guard can be deployed to uphold the law. Yep. You're talking intercity travel, so you cannot travel from one city to the next anymore. You're serving a mandatory military service in Finland. I've already heard that the Netherlands is suspending an exercise, military exercise, that was supposed to include a French carrier. I mean, the military is the one that's supposed to protect us, but they're people just as much as any of us, so they can also get it. And I imagine that quarantining people on a warship is even harder. First death in Canada. Whoa. We just went from first death to 2,500 people dead. What is killing them? Uh-huh. That might be it. There, no lethality. Stop dying. We're not done infecting people yet. Am I planning to continue the Ivorian series? Yes. Absolutely. I'm planning on setting up a multiplayer server for Ivorian so we can all have some fun on there. If anything, the navies would be the safer part of the armies. Would they, though? Because the navy, well, they might be at sea, but a warship can only stay out at sea for so long before it has to come back in and resupply. And they can do that either at a national port, so the own nation of the warship, or at a nation's, or at a friendly nation port. But seeing how there's a travel ban, I might also see that nations or warships from other nations aren't welcome anymore. Because they too can spread it. I mean, the Dutch, they had an exercise. I think it was in the Middle Ocean. Jeez, what do we call this water again? Wow, I'm completely blanking on this. The Mediterranean Sea. That means that we started out here, went around. I think they stopped in Gibraltar at some point, and then maybe in Italy, and then now we also have a warship over here in the Gulf of Oman, close to Iran. And you can bet your ass that they're docking at various stages to take on new supplies, take on food, stuff like that, but also give their crew members harbor visits. So that would be a potential way to spread the virus. Atlantic. Now this is the Atlantic. Navy warships are resupplied at sea. Not always. Sure enough, it happens from time to time. But it's not always going to be happening. How many healthy nations are there? Oh, plenty. Okay. What other games do I like to play? It used to be World of Warships, but World of Warships has gotten a bit sour for me lately. I was playing one of the ranked seasons a couple of days ago, and I thought, Jesus, I'm only getting extremely salty and extremely pissed off. I'm going to just remove the game altogether. And I don't really miss it. Let's ramp up the transmission. Extreme bioaerosol. Pathogen bypasses air and water filters due to adaptive cellular shell. Increased effectivity, especially in humid and arid climates with plane and ship transmissions. Oh yeah, The Last Ship, that was a good series. I didn't follow all the seasons. I think I saw seasons 1 and or 2, but that was a good show. About a warship. Arleigh Burke class destroyer, if I'm not mistaken, although that ship could do a hell of a lot of things. Far more than an Arleigh Burke normally should be able to. So when they started tossing realism out the window, I was getting a bit frustrated with the show. Whoa, there goes China. Oh shit, we're killing people again. Stop killing! What's the lethal part? This is just cuffing and stuff? I don't know what's killing, currently. But I have some lethality. Ranked season in what? In World of Warships. That's what I was playing. Ah, there. It was pulmonary edema. Causes breakdown of the respiratory system. Yeah, we're no longer killing. We're just infecting a lot of them. Cure in 3 years and 60 days. You mean the totally impossible BS show? Yeah. A bit. There goes Canada. The US is still remarkably resilient. Maybe I need to start kicking this thing into higher gear and making sure it's no longer as stopped by drugs. Antibiotics. There we go. There's Madagascar. How many? Oh, only Morocco and New Guinea. Interesting. They haven't closed their ports yet. There we go. New Guinea's infected. Hold. New Guinea's a poor country with humid conditions and it's a hot country. Can I use that? Hot climates. And do I have one more? Yeah, still Morocco. That could also be affected very much by the bugs that I just mutated. Do I know how many slots the Ivorian server will have? I found one that's called something node, I think. And that had unlimited slots for multiplayer server, or for multiplayer slots. So I thought that looked very promising. I actually might win this round. Start killing. Well, they're not doing that much yet. And the thing is, I don't really have everybody killed or everybody infected yet. It's not a requirement, but... yeah, alright, let's start killing people. Systemic infection. Pathogen affects multiple organs and tissue types, causing body-wide infections that spread fast and can be fatal. And comas, harder to cure as well. That's another bonus. This one is the killer. Total organ failure. catastrophic cell death of multiple tissue types causes body-wide organ failure and rapid death. Hold on to your horses. Here we go. 138,000 have been killed. 214. 500... Over 1 million? Bloody hell. $57 million. $102 million. 200 million. 107 days till completion. Is it slowing down yet? 105? It's not slowing down yet. Abilities. Decrease future research speed. And more time needed to develop a cure. 144 days. Shit, people are dying in Angola faster than new people are being infected. Transmission. Careful with the needles, people. Or rather, make excessive use of needles if I want to win this game. Hemophilia. I'm trying to brush up on what these things exactly were. Hemophilia. Hemophilia. Immune system produces inhibitors that destroy factor 8, preventing blood clotting. Oh, right. Hemorrhagic shock. Severe loss of blood volume causes oxygen deprivation, loss of consciousness, and death. Off we go. Look at this. 2.3 billion, 2.5, 2.6, 2.8, 3, 3.2. Nobody's safe. Cure in 189 days. Cure in 198 days. I'm probably going to win this. I just need to keep my transmission rates up. Poor country. Hot country. Yes, that one. We're almost there. Nobody's safe. The entirety of Central Africa is dead, and so is Central Asia. Whoa. Anybody not infected? 0 healthy. We're gonna win this round. Well, planet Earth, it's been fun. But it's GG. Pulmonary fibrosis. 21 survivors. Sorry, 14 million survivors. 11 million. 9. 7. 4. 1.5 million survivors. 1. And... Huh. Yeah. This took me all but 2.5 years. 879 days since the first infection. When I complete this game, I'm always hesitant about it. It's one of those games that make you feel bad when you win. Because it's a situation that can actually happen. And I think that's rather disturbing. Dead. There we go. Right. Okay, what other virus can we play? Or what other mutagen? Because there are still quite a few of them. Extreme regenerative abilities. Is this the zombie one? The Necroa virus? I stopped CO2 pollution. I stopped many things. Unclassified. Got the nanovirus. Simian flu and the shadow plague. This is the vampire thing. I tried this one yesterday, the simian flu. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it to work. Bioweapons. Like the DEF CON game where winning leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Exactly like that. Let's go for the necrovirus. Insert a gene. That's from popping cure bubbles. Biohazard bubbles. Creationists. Decrease the chance of your plague mutating. I think that's good, because it means I don't have to spend as much trying to devolve it. Terracite increases by land. Herbophile, urban environments. I think that would be an interesting factor. Yeah, I'll look at the workshop after this one. And average hell. Yeah. It's not, I mean, it's not bad. It's just average hell. Alright. Select a country to begin with. Where is Waterford again? If I'm not mistaken, it's about there. What? Oh. Ireland, I have some bad news. You're now part of the UK, apparently. Okay, so what can I do with this thing? Average hell has infected the first human. Weak, but used to cold temperatures. It must do... Cold temperatures? Oh. It must evolve using DNA points. Hypersalivation. Inflammation of the submandibular gland increases saliva production and infection rates. And insomnia. Transmission rates or transmissions are also different. Transmissions are now saliva, blood, segmented genome. Increasing the likelihood of viable mutations. I don't want that. Not yet. Let's just start getting a few DNA points first. One thing I particularly find interesting about the corona situation is how we're actually living in history, which I know is weird, but this is a time that's, I think, going to be studied by the next generations. I wouldn't be surprised if people are going to get quizzes on the coronavirus. Get salivation. Is it that good? What's the next one? Polyphagia. Compulsive hunger forces continuous eating. Lack of hygiene increases. This is going to be good. Anyone else here tested positive for aging? Yeah, I think we all are. Like it or not. Medicine in the UK is slowing the infection. Okay. So we need to get drug resistance. Slowly but steadily, we're getting more and more people. Average hell is... I cannot do this with a straight face. Average hell is spreading from person to person in the UK and will grow exponentially. Yes. If the strain is too virulent, it will just die out. Yep. Like you tell your teacher, you're sick, and he asks, what do you have? Oh, it's just the average hell. Uh-huh. Right. University's almost deserted, yeah. Same thing for campuses, same thing for, well, pretty much any area where you'd expect a lot of people. I wonder what the train stations, at least in the Netherlands, are looking like. Also, did you guys see that, I think it was in Thailand, that thing where ravenous monkeys are charging through towns? It's, and I'm not making this shit up, they're looking around, trying to get food or something like that, but there's thousands of them, supposedly. I don't exactly know what's going on there. I didn't entirely read into it, but it is weird. Sometimes you wonder if you're watching the spark for the next great war. We might. We might indeed. I need to infect a little faster, or rather, I need to get potentials for infections a bit faster. This isn't going down in history as anything but a huge overreaction. Maybe, but I think what we're also going to find is that people will study the reaction of the public. I think that that's something that is also going to be an interesting side effect to study. The war over the last roll of toilet paper. Yeah, we shall call these the toilet paper wars. Average hell infects thousands. Beautiful. What do we have next? Can I just keep going down this tree? Gastroenteritis causes vomiting. Significantly increases infection rates. Alright. Whoa. That really kicked off. There's no more tourists in Thailand, so nobody's feeding the monkeys, so they're hungry and they start swarming the streets. Yeah. I think that's what's going on. Seriously worried about your parents. Yeah. My grandparents are 90... No, they're about to turn 99. My granddad is from 1921. He's about to turn 99 in September. And I really hope he's going to make it. Okay, what else can we evolve here? Cannibalism. Extreme compulsion to bite and eat other humans. Significantly increases infectivity as well as lethality. Or autophagia. Compulsion to bite or partially devour own body? What? So this is eat self and this is eat others. Eat others. Whoa! 11 million, 13 million. People in the UK are massively starting to devour each other now. Oh, we're actually getting deaths as well. Holy shit, this is popping up fast. Slow down. UK is first to instruct doctors to begin research. You think? Cytopathic reanimation. Formation of complex neural structures enables reanimation of damaged cells and restoration of low-level vitals. Turns dead into zombies. This is what I'm looking for. Anaerobic resuscitation. Infected brain cells switch to anaerobic respiration. Lactic and acid buildup is lethal and destroys higher brain processes and personality. Oh. Average hell begins to reanimate the dead. Is starting to turn infected corpses into zombies and will grow more powerful over time. Humanity has no idea what's about to happen. There we go, and I actually have a zombie category. 7,000, 11,000. Zombies change everything. Increase the severity of average hell to make zombies more deadly. At the same time, evolve to slow the rate of zombie decay and make it harder for humans to kill zombies in combat. I didn't even know that was a thing. Enhanced sensory integration. Nutrient flow to the occipital and temporal lobes is increased. Enhanced sight and hearing distance... Enhanced sight and hearing increases severity. Right. Let's do that. Oh, there's a lot to explore here. Temporal lobe manipulation. Zombies attracted to movement and will abandon victims once dead. Prey more likely to remain intact and become a zombie. Cathemeral shift. Stimulation of primary visual cortex improves vision in bright sunlight. What? Oh, so during the daytime they're going to be more... more useful. More powerful. Humanity has no idea what's about to happen. Sounds familiar with COVID-19. It does. I already have 4.5 million zombies. Hold up. So we have 7 billion healthy people, 55 million infected, 13 million zombies, and 500,000 have been killed. Check out the abilities. This is the... Oh, this is not even the abilities. Oh, crap. Regenerative activation. Active ability enables neurological regeneration in the brains of infected corpses, effectively reanimating some of the dead. Whew. Horde instinct. Active ability lets zombies form hordes to travel across land and water to attack. And water? Oh. Nobody's going to be safe. Because I can now swim. Hey, Iceland. That actually got me the Flash Mob achievement. Right. How the hell are these guys plowing through the water? Look at that. What's going on there? ZCOM project. Yeah, because XCOM was taken. Defend humanity from the dead. Yeah, that's a good question, by the way. What do you guys think of food? No, and I'm not talking about the zombies here. I'm talking about actual humans. What do you think the best is to stock up on? I'm not saying go out there and buy everything you can. But what do you think is good to stock up on? I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your thoughts on it. There we go. Can I also transit these guys to Greenland now? Yep. A pack of 2 kilograms of rice can last you several days. Yes. Canned food. Well, over here, canned food is getting harder to come by. Already. ZCOM has enough resources to establish operations in a new country. Military planes departed from Saudi Arabia at dawn. Okay, let's evolve some abilities. Because maybe I can counter that. Autolytic delay. Virus slows release of digestive enzymes from cells, slowing decomposition. Okay. Let's go for the regen. Ambush predation. I get a combat advantage. That sounds good. Liquefactive necrosis. Reanimated zombies have partially liquefied internal organs which rupture easily. Reanimated zombies get a combat advantage. Biosynthesis. Enhanced neurological regeneration. Regenerative proteins allow corpses to have with severe head wounds to be reanimated. So headshots don't kill. That's basically what they're saying. There's the plane. So then I also have a base in Finland. Oh, wait on. That's the movement thing? Cellular regeneration makes some zombies rise again. Requires dead population. Press button, then click on a country to select it. Target must have dead within. This country definitely has some dead. This has a lot of dead. Whoa. That just gave me almost 10,000 zombies. That's good stuff. Oh, almost missed it. How fast are they researching? 170 days. Crap, I need to start killing faster. Peptide surge. Enhanced strength increases severity. Yeah, but I need lethality. Just give the zombie a leopard 2A6s. Killed more than smallpox. There goes China. Holy crap, look at that growth. We're not playing Plague Inc. anymore. This is now upgraded to They Are Billions. More infectious than the common cold. Disease is going to be cured in 87 days. But can they keep up with that? 84 days. Yes, they can. We need to start fixing that. Drug resistance? No. More time to develop a cure. Epidermal digestion. Digestive enzymes break down the skin of the corpse to provide nutrients. Enables reanimation of severely mutilated corpses. So this is all to get my zombies back online. This is horde mentality. Zombie horde size increases into the thousands. Hordes can have hundreds of thousands of zombies. Zombie hordes can be millions strong. Jeesh. So if I can move these guys... Hold up. First, I'm gonna reanimate a bunch. And then I'm gonna move them. Right? Yes, here we... Oh, boy. Good luck there. Because you have incoming. And a lot of them. There we go, 194 million. Oh, they're definitely fighting back. I need to keep these guys online longer. Enables reanimation. Let's go full in on the reanimations. Need a couple of points. Reanimate. 44,000 zombies just reanimated. They're almost getting shut down as fast. Yep, now I'm winning. I'm trying to evolve a zombie disease and you're chilling with your muesli here. Enjoy. I think it might be time to send another bit of good news to Saudi Arabia from Egypt. Let's go for millions of zombies coming out of Egypt. Good luck, Zcom. You're gonna need it. Oh. There's oh my god, look at that. They just went to 12 million zombies in a day. 14 million dead. What the hell? There's another 2.4 million. Another 2 million. Did they actually win here? Not quite. I need to start winning this tough fight. This seems to be an important base for them. Fight. 8.9 million zombies, 10, 11. Now this might work. I might be able to get away with it this time. I'm kind of worried about that cure though. It's still 90 days till completion. 28 million zombies. 28, 7, 29. Okay, we're still growing. Increase severity. Okay. How do I do that again? Psychosis. Slows down future research speed. Yes, please. Where are my Modestrelki? I think they're dead. I can reanimate a bunch of them, but I will probably find that they're dead. There we go. Go to the Caribbean. Why, is it nice there this time of year? Yeah, see? And this is why you should have built a wall. Here we go. Amphibious zombies on the move. Can we finally get rid of this base? 99 days. I think I'm combating it. Zombies destroyed ZCOM. Well done. These Steam achievements are fantastic. I just got ZCOM and Dead Within, or something like that. Over here, my zombies are not doing very well, though. 617,000. Maybe I need to send some good news out of Russia again. 1.3, 1.38, 1.4. There we go. Madagascar only has one zombie. 2, 3. Ooh, I need more. What other countries have I not hit yet? Of course it's Morocco. And Madagascar. And the Philippines. And New Guinea. It's all the islands again. It's all the usual suspects. So, let's go for a swim. Oh crap, everybody's dead here, isn't there? Yeah. Fine. Let's just reanimate 200 million zombies in one click. Nuclear attack on Central Africa. Holy crap, these guys are getting out of hand. Okay. Is it working? Caribbean is now affected. I think we're about to arrive in the Philippines. Yep. Oh, they set up a base in New Guinea. Oh, that could be a problem. How many more can I reanimate? This was the regenerative activation. Slowing decomposition of corpses. Adrenal surge. Increasing alertness and aggression of zombies. Sounds good. They still need 70 days. Let's just walk over 1 million zombies from Finland to Sweden. Let's see how well they can deal with that. Yep, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, they're fighting back, though. 900 million? Sorry, 900,000. They're not winning. My zombie forces. And now I'm running out of activation bubbles. I probably won't win this. Madagascar and New Guinea. Oh, right. And they still have ZCOM bases. It's a desperate fight, and I'm losing zombies faster than I'm killing people. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I lost this round. Although arguably for humanity, it's a bit of a Pyrrhic victory at this point. So what was it again? Madagascar and Morocco. Morocco? Still? Oh, they got a base. You, on the move. Armageddon intensifies. Yep. 48,000. Yeah, they're immediately getting wiped out. Zombie breach in Botswana. Military HQ lost. But Morocco's still going strong. Yeah, I won't win this. 6 days until they got a cure. Although humanity did lose 7 billion. The cure is complete and being deployed. But is that fast enough? Or not? The ZCOM expansion accelerates. With what population though? There's just 72,000 people. I guess they're all being handed a machine gun at this point. Oh, my bad. There's 72 million people. Yeah, I need to accelerate more points and spread. Indeed. But I want to try that Corona thing as well. From the workshop. Let's just wrap this up because I'm not going to win this one. 400,000 zombies left. And that is how Madagascar saved the world, in combination with Sweden. Although Sweden did take a big hit. The Philippines did not survive. And Morocco actually won quite a bit. You've seen people shopping in full hazmat gear? What? That's nuts. People shopping in full hazmat gear. Oh, damn. Right, 40,000 zombies left. 39. You can't get toilet paper anywhere. Yeah, join the queue. Herd mentality is setting in. We're still discussing. Mostly. There. Average hell to be eradicated. Well, along with almost 99% of humanity, I suppose. Something like that. Alright, let's see if I can find that Corona thing. That would be on the workshop. Let's see. Is this it? Can I search? No. Sort. I can't even sort it? Huh. Trumpitis. Really? Lost Christmas? You mean last Christmas, right? The Olympics is not cancelled yet. Well, it might be soon. Alien Hives. Yuri's Revenge? That's from Red Alert. Beautiful. Rise of the Fridges. That sounds serious. Corona. It's begun in Sweden. Right. None of these things actually have a description. There's one published in 2015. Yeah, how do I find it though? It's Corona 2019. I need to sort this thing out because I cannot even click on rating or name or subscribe to see which one's the better one to use. Oh, here. Novel corona. On December 1st, 2019, the first case of novel coronavirus appeared. Let's try that one. I'm going to do it without any of the boosts. To see what this thing is going to become. Off we go. Alright, Nutter. Thank you for joining. See you next time. Coronavirus outbreak. As of late February 2020, nCoV-19 or COVID-19 has spread across much of mainland China and to other parts of Asia, with other countries worldwide also receiving sporadic cases. As of the current date on the top right corner, so March 13, a new strain has spawned in China, with mutations never seen before by scientists. You will control a strain with the ability to infect and kill many more people. Will humanity itself be at risk? We shall see. What can I get here? Transmission, handshaking, bats, droplets. Oh, I start with all of this stuff? Damn. Okay. This is gonna be good. Yeah, it's the one in Chinese. Unfortunately, I don't read Chinese, so I wouldn't be able to tell which one it is. You just started Naval College in Australia. Some students aren't here, or they're in self-quarantine in their dorm rooms. That must make for a pretty creepy situation there as well. Let's see, what else can I evolve? Transmissions first. I need 11 points for a zoonotic shift. Increases future research speed. Okay. Asymptomatic transmission. I like that. Reduces severity. I don't want to start killing people yet. Copy paste the letters. Yeah, I can try that. I'll do that after. Let me just copy this stuff already before the chat scrolls up. Asymptomatic. I wonder if there's any new developments in the Netherlands. Let's pull up the news while the game's running in the background. Because we live in interesting times, as they say. And there is always something happening around Corona. We got 5 people who died in the Netherlands thanks to Corona, and 190 confirmed cases. Some of the training ships can't go out because you know what would happen if one cadet was infected. Yes. That sucks. Ah. Our biggest theme park just closed down. Supermarkets in the country are saying there's no shortage of food. Alright. There's just a massive shortage of toilet paper at this point. Supermarkets see that there's a lot more being bought by consumers, but they're emphasizing Friday that there's enough food and that stockpiling is not required. Whoa! I'm killing a lot of people already. And I don't think I can devolve that. Some of it I can devolve. Let's just see how this thing pans out. Pulmonary edema, that's not going to be good. It's going to mean people are going to be working harder on a cure. Hold on. 5 million people have died and nobody cares? Let's give this thing resistance to antibiotics. And make sure that it's going to be more difficult to counter. This outbreak would never have happened if the driver of Ferdinand made the right turn. What? You don't understand why people hoard toilet paper. I don't know. I think it's the hoard mentality or the herd mentality where somebody saw it on the news that they're buying a lot of toilet paper and then they're going, oh, maybe I should be doing that too. Those people might be onto something. So why exactly they're all doing it, I don't know. People are weird. One person can be pretty clever, but herd mentality is the enemy. Where's the music? Can't you hear it? Because I can hear it. So I was assuming that the stream could also hear it. I misused the DNA reshuffle. Why? Was it too early? Whoa, whoa, I can barely keep up with all this. How many people, or how many countries? Oh, still plenty. Islands. As always. It's always the damn islands. Give me the aerosols and the ships. We're gonna spread this thing faster. Oh, you're now placing it on a watch list, are you? I have only killed 123 million people and now I'm being placed on the watch list. Roger that. It's only necessary to panic buy when other people panic buy. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was in supermarkets this morning and I did buy some stuff. Mostly the stuff that stays good for longer, food. But I was thinking, maybe I need to be buying because other people are buying. I'm not a panic shopper, but what worries me is that the next time I might find that the supermarket is not getting restocked. And that's what worried me. Supply chains are fragile. And I believe that the saying is we're only 9 meals away from societal collapse. So if the supermarkets dry up, then you're going to find that people really freak out. Streets are mostly empty in Denmark. Really? Over here, I couldn't exactly say that the streets were empty. People were too busy going to the supermarket to buy toilet paper and other stuff. How's the cure doing? 111 days. I need to start fighting that. Time to reshuffle it again. Just throw them off a little. Not much, though. Have we infected everything yet? Greenland and Morocco. Well, they haven't closed their port yet. What's with Morocco, though? How is Morocco always capable of isolating itself? Let's evolve cold and heat. There we go. Greenland's hit. That's what people buy. I better buy now. This is the next time. Yeah. Supermarkets as of yet are not drying up. Agreed. Denmark's very hysteric. Family in Denmark, they got forced by the government to head back from holiday. Okay. Greece in partial lockdown. In Belgium, all of the non-essentials. Yeah. What's life like in Belgium? Almost all of the non-essential shops and institutions are closed. What's a non-essential shop, though? I mean, supermarkets, I suppose, are essentials, but what about the others? Clothing stores, I imagine, are not essential. Because people have, well, mostly cupboards full of clothes, so they can last quite a while. Oh, crap. Morocco closed down the roads. Alright, bring on the birds and the bats. It's not an urban area. Hello, Morocco. Welcome to the fold. Cafeteria, yep. You just woke up. Yeah, streams are not easy to catch. Time zones, my friend. Time zones are difficult to work with. Do we have everything now? Yep. 247 days till completion. But I think they might not get it. 258 days till completion. Only waffles and beer available in Belgium. Yeah, but the stores that sell those, are those essentials or not? Denmark government went straight to red alert. Yeah. Let's see. 49 million. I think I'm killing them too fast. I'm not getting any new infectees. I need to start infecting faster. Transmit the shit. My infectivity is already very high. My lethality is too high. Can I still devolve some stuff? Cytokine Storm. I want to devolve this. I want to devolve that. Sneezing. Hemoptysis, I think. Fatal in extreme cases. Devolve. Acute renal failure. Very fatal. Cancel that. Pulmonary hemorrhage. Often fatal. Cancel that. I still have plenty of DNA points. I think I can make do. Very hard to cure. Good. Nausea is not too bad. How many people are getting infected? Ooh, almost. Almost, almost. 6,500 people are healthy. Where? Where are these healthy people you speak of? Can I see that? Because they're not in any nation, because all the nations have it. 6,000, 5,900, 58, 57, 56. All the restaurants, pubs, bars, theaters, etc. are closed until April 3rd. Yep. That was to be expected. $4,200, 41, 4,000. Few more. $37. Where are these people hiding out? Greenland? It's always fucking Greenland, isn't it? In this game. Abilities. Cold resistance 2. Decreases research speed, that's not really required. Increases severity and lethality, slightly harder to cure. My infectees are going down, not up. We're once again gonna have survivors in Greenland. Urgh. How do I fix that? I wouldn't call Greenland an urban region per se. It's just a cold region. Person to person. Droplets. Come on. 154. No. No, no, no. Stop. Stop killing. Seriously, stop killing. Can be fatal. No. Cannot devolve, cannot devolve. Often fatal. Devolve. Kill off that severity. Devolve. Can't. I can't evolve this. Ooh, I probably won't win this. 66, 61, 53. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna have about 3,500 survivors in Greenland. I won't win this. Only the scientists are alive. Greenland's the last bastion of humanity. Ah. So close. And yet so far. And I don't really have any way to reinfect Greenland, I'm afraid. It's not like the zombies. Do you believe the warmer weather will help the situation? I have no idea. What do you guys think? Is the warmer weather going to help? Because I, for one, don't really believe so. I think warmer weather might, in fact, do the opposite. Because it's going to drive people to go out. They want to be outside of their house. You feel like you're living in the opening scene of a pandemic moving. You're not buying anything, but you're terrified. Oh, you got severe asthma. Damn. Yep, I guess that would put you in a risk category. Close. Close with COVID-19. Just not close enough. Alright. Let's see if I can find that thing. Is that it? It might be. Greenland will get taken out by global warming. Well, not if everybody's dead. Warmer weather's not going to work. MERS was Middle East disease, and it was 40 Celsius most of the time. Yeah. The virus can stick to particulates, so pollen arguably could increase infectivity of COVID-19? Oh, everything in that model is written in Chinese. Okay, I'll pass. Let's just try a different weapon. How about the vampire one? The Shadow Plague. Sentient, mutagenic pathogen triggers a powerful thirst for blood. We need a happy name for this virus. Any ideas? Rebel Inc. to Plague Inc. Yeah. Well, it's the same same developers, so it's likely that you're going to find a lot of things overlapping. It's just that on the one hand, you're trying to grow a plague. On the other hand, you're trying to contain a plague. So it's going the opposite direction. Finland's fucked? Really? We're just gonna call this Happy Feet. Choose where your vampire emerges. Chat, what is a good location for a vampire to start? What is a good location? Clown cancer. Amstel 19. For those of you unaware, Amstel is a brand of beer here in the country. Where would a zombie arguably rise? I still live in the Netherlands, yes. In 1 week from 300 to 800 cases here. Do we have 800 cases now? I mean, I'm not surprised. It's entirely possible. Europe, Greenland, Germany, Hungary. Hungary sounds right. Unfortunately, I don't think that the game is that detailed, so that would be Central Europe. It should have been Happy Teeth. It should have been. Alright, this one has quite a few interesting perks. Transmission is impossible. Only by the vampires. Or vampire, singular. I have a bloodthirst. I feed by drinking the blood from my victims. I can get blood rage. Well, will attack research and military facilities. I can get a lair. Able to create a lair for it to rest in and heal. And I have therianthropy. Temporarily mutate into a vast winged bat-like creature. So I can travel around. Symptoms. Shadow Blessing. This is going to release the Shadow Plague. This basically starts up everything. And then I open up the transmission tree. So how do I do this? Vampiric Awakening. Create a new vampire by temporarily producing toxic mutagens. Almost all infected will die, but eventually a viable host will be found. Let's do that. Everything's in lockdown. Mm-hmm. Destroy the Templar first. Is that the Templars that fight the vampires? Your vampire can change the world. Yeah. Once I unlock new abilities, sure. Let's spread the transmission a bit more. By air? Jesus, it's already very lethal. Nocturnal. Infected struggle to sleep at night. Increases infectivity. Or dark pustules. Cysts develop and fill with dark pus. Increase infectivity and slightly harder to cure. No, I need transmission. And lots of it. Or I'm gonna go full vampire. This is traveling around. No, I need to spread it from person to person. Fomites. Finland's getting new cases every day, about 50 cases per day. Yeah. The thing is, and I mentioned this early in the stream as well, I think there's a lot we still don't know because it's not measured and it hasn't been tested. So I think that the amount of cases that are out there are actually quite a bit higher than the ones that we know of. Because not everybody is getting tested, there just aren't enough tests available. And even then, it remains to be seen if we're actually seeing the numbers, if there's accurate reporting. I think the numbers that are being reported by the media are always going to be off. So I like to take those with a grain of salt. Jeez, my vampire is really murdering a lot of people here. 102 already dead. Templar gonna kick my ass. Why would I not want to be infecting people yet, though? Is that not the point of the game? Or is this vampire thing working out different? Vampire feeds by drinking the blood, leaving behind drained corpses. It's only a matter of time before the humans realize that they're dealing with something far worse than a murderous cult. Indeed. I need to find another vampire then. Which one was that? No, it was not transmission. I cannot use this ability though, can I? Create a new vampire, but I don't have any active abilities here. Yeah, I coughed. I had a bad cough last week, but fortunately it's a live stream, not all here in one big room together. You also rarely hear about how many people have ever been cured. Yes. because that doesn't make for great headlines. Saying hundreds of thousands of people are now infected is a better headline and sells more newspapers and ads than hundreds of thousands of people have been cured. Or X amount of people are not infected. The media has to sell ad space, whether it's in newspapers or websites or TV or whatever. My number of infectees is going down. Now it's going up again. There we are. Oh, they already have my location. This is gonna be over soon. Great. For those of you joining the stream just now, welcome. I'm playing a bit of Plague Inc. in the background while we're discussing all sorts of viral stuff around Corona and other situations. So let me know how the situation is in your country. How's the toilet paper situation? Because over here the toilet paper wars have definitely begun. And I was in the supermarket this morning and I found that a lot, if not all of the toilet paper was gone. At least the cheaper brands, gone. Everything. So people really start to herd mentality and start to just, well, for some reason or other, think that it's a great idea to start hoarding toilet paper. This thing is spreading really quite slowly. I'm probably not playing this thing the right way. So it's making people panic, yes. The high news rates. Oh, here, the Templars, yes. A secretive multinational defense company reveals that a vampire is behind the Blood Cult murders and have shocked the world. They claim to be taking urgent action to defend you against humanity. I am screwed. Can I not just move? Let's just travel to a different place. I shall go to Finland. They activate military protocols. Whoa. Holy shit, they got bases everywhere. I'm going to be in trouble. Why would you want so much toilet paper? Good question. I don't know. People are nuts. Only events of people, or 500 people or more have been cancelled. Let's see what other headlines we have over here in the Netherlands. As my vampire is doing its evil bidding. Yeah, the bars and the restaurants are supposedly taking a massive hit here. With a cancellation rate of about, what was it, 48 to 50%. That's how many events and reservations are being cancelled. So a lot of people who are working in the divisions of hotels, bars, restaurants, they're all getting hit hard. And the aircrafts, the airline industries. I got steroidal boost. Okay, great. What does that give me? Blood gift. Ah. Victims develop additional muscle mass and appear healthier and more attractive. Cute. There was also another way that somebody looked at this, and that they said, you know what? It's dark, but if Corona kills a bunch of people, then at least it might unlock the whole housing market. Which is dark. It's really dark. But I think they might have a point. Let's transit to Norway. Your school's shut down until after spring break, yeah. I'm seeing that a lot as well on the comments that I was reading yesterday on that community post that I put up on my channel. A lot of schools are either extending their stays, or not their stays. They're extending their holidays or their spring breaks, or motivating people to stay out for longer. You work in events and concerts. Yeah, I imagine that you're gonna have a hard time. Corona apparently permanently damages your lungs. Ooh. Okay, I didn't hear that yet. This is going very, very slow. How am I supposed to play this vampire thing? Because I don't think I'm doing it right. $20 to 30% chance of permanent lung damage. Damn. At first in Wuhan, when a hospital runs out of beds and they don't have enough manpower, they just send sick people home until more medical teams arrived and a brand new hospital was built. That's something I really admire about China. They can just build a hospital in almost no time at all. I don't see Europe doing that. I don't really see Europe doing that fast. And I don't think that Europe has the stomach to completely quarantine areas and say you are not allowed to go in or out. They're doing it to some extent, but I think nowhere near as, well, let's say as powerful or as, how should I put this, as harsh as China was able to do it. I think Europe doesn't have the stomach. You're closed for 4 weeks in Ohio. Okay. 20 to 30% decrease in lung capacity forever. I think my vampire kills a bit too fast. The amount of dead versus the amount of infected is not very balanced. I want to see my infected rate rise faster than my amount of dead rate. Singapore needs to be commended on all of their anti-COVID-19 measures. What measures did they take? What did they do? The one country that really impressed me was South Korea with their testing drive-thrus. I think they were able to test several 100,000 people in a couple of days, which is really impressive. Just drive through, take a swab, take a test or some sort, and very, very quickly you can test a lot of people. Unknown disease spotted in Norway. Nah. Their concerns are called happy feet. Yeah. Let's transit again. Let's head over to the Netherlands / Germany. What else can I evolve? Suppressed blood flow gives victims a deathly white appearance. Increases infectivity. I like infectivity. You don't think Europe's going to weld the doors of houses shut like China did? They did that? That's impressive. Jeez, that's harsh. But I bet you're saving people with that. They built a hospital in 3 days. In 10 days and 3 more in a week? Whoa. That is some serious building capacity. How many people have I infected? Still not too many. Need to increase infectivity somehow. Misshapen sores appear on the face and ooze dark pus. I think that kind of goes against the steroidal boost, make people look more attractive. I think pheromone secretion is more interesting. It's going to cost me 10 DNA points. New lab built in South Africa. So ideally I would kill that. Constant reinfection of corona. Yeah. It's possible, I suppose. How does China build that fast? I don't know. Maybe Sweden can do it too. They can just IKEA a whole hospital. Just rapid build it. Although I suppose that you cannot quite assemble a hospital as quickly as you could with regular IKEA furniture. No, coronavirus won't spread to Africa. They don't have the resource to fight it. No, but what I did hear was that the average age in the whole continent of Africa was about 19. Which is... well, it means that they're not that harsh. They're not going to be that much affected, supposedly. I'm going to completely lose the plot here. Cure for Happy Feet completed. Infected... about 0. This was a terrible round. Building a hospital is not that useful. You can just lay them in sports halls. Yes, true. No pasta, no tins, no toilet paper. That's pretty much what I saw as well. And also the... what's it called? You know the bread that you put in the oven at home to finish? So it's like the semi-prepared bread. What do we call this again? It wasn't supposed to be Happy Feet, but Happy Bite? What do we call it? I was in chat earlier. Toilet papers. Happy Teeth. Yes, that's the one. Happy Teeth. Ebola is waiting to fight the coronavirus. Really? Alright, let's try again. Central Africa. Let's go full vampire tree this time. Or actually, no, those are the abilities. These are the things that I can actively do. There. Hopefully that's going to speed up my infection rate a bit. Stop eating people, damn it. Don't evolve transmission. Okay. Toilet paper, pasta and rice gone in UK major supermarkets. Yeah, people still go to work and go to school in the Netherlands here. It's not that unusual. But I think it's only a matter of time before the schools close down as well. People are buying stuff in supermarkets in Spain like there's no end. Yeah, people just got driven into a bit of a frenzy. Oh. This can kill people. And I mentioned this earlier in the stream as well. I think that the main problem that we're going to be seeing with Corona is not so much the coronavirus itself, But the way that it's going to affect the rest... Hospitals are getting clogged. Healthcare is getting clogged. Healthcare, at some point, medical professionals will also get infected. Will also start to go offline. So will also decrease hospital capacity. And it's just going to go downhill from there. And beyond that, people going, well, turning into a frenzy. People going nuts. What else can involve? Hyperdontia. The teeth in the infected grow and protrude from the mouth. Okay. See, now my infection rate's going up quite nice. That's what I want to see. Everyone who's coming into contact with the Trumps is getting infected? Oh. Do you have a source for that? Vampire feeding attracts attention. Yes, I imagine it would. Night Wraith. Let's make it harder for humans to detect him. There's no one around you, there isn't that much to worry about. No. See, in my case, I am relatively safe because I don't really go out much beyond going out to buy groceries and stuff and walk a dog that I take care of a couple of days a week. But beyond that, I don't go out much. So, arguably, I'm relatively safe up until the point where my wife comes home every day because she is a high school teacher. Let's just say that she's probably unwittingly and unwillingly bringing home all the goodies, all the viruses and stuff that she picks up at school. Which is, well, unavoidable. And I probably got sick a few times already thanks to that. She probably brought home a couple of flu souvenirs. Yeah, Trudeau's wife is confirmed. I just saw that. I just hope that people aren't going mental because all the celebrities get it now. I hope that they take it more seriously, but not that they go mental. Time to quarantine my wife. Well, I think that my wife could be in one of the more, let's say, the risk groups, because she is pregnant. Supposedly, it doesn't spread to the fetus, but beyond that, if the mother is not healthy, then maybe the fetus is going to get some sort of effect from that. The infected feel an urge to go and bite others on the neck. Yeah, that's perfectly normal. Don't forget about death from other chronic diseases if the healthcare system collapses. That's what I'm worried about. People already have to choose. The doctors have to choose. Am I going to help patient X or Y? And it's probably not a choice between one or two. It's probably a choice between this person or the other four. And that's something that I don't envy doctors for. Shadow slaves. Neuropathic manipulation causes severe behavioral abnormalities and eventually permanent psychosis, causing infected to become slaves to the vampire. Hello. So now I get my own minions. Oh, people are no longer dying. I'm just infecting them by the millions. Good. Good. Yeah, all jokes aside, my wife should be taking extra precautions because she's pregnant. Probably. But like what? Yeah, that's exactly the thing, isn't it, Vici? Thousands of people and thousands of people get corona. The population is just meh. And then Tom Hanks gets corona and people go, what the hell? If it's... What was the saying again? One person is bad, 1 million people is a statistic. 1 million people just feels like it's not that close. Who's that quote from again? Or what was the quote exactly? One person is a tragedy, and 1,000 or 1 million people is a statistic. Vampire slaves wage war in Central Africa. Science is banned? The country is fallen into darkness. Glorious. Happy Teeth placed on watch list. What, you don't like Happy Teeth? Your school got cancelled till April 24th. Jeez, that's not a half measure. I've seen quite a few schools over here, or, well, maybe not so much schools, but educational facilities, colleges, universities get cancelled. Till about the early days in April. April 1, 2, or 3, something like that. But April 24th is a long run. Yeah, that's the one. The quote from Stalin. And it's not so much that Tom Hanks is dead, but it's starting to affect celebrities. And I think it's not going to stick just to Tom Hanks. There will be absolutely more. Dermal calefaction. Mutations in the endocrine system cause parts of the skin to harden and calcify. No. Surges of contractile proteins combined with constant microtrauma increase muscle mass. Infected, easily able to overpower other humans. Yes. Everyone's overreacting to the coronavirus. Maybe. Especially with the panic buying. That's something that I'm concerned with. Oh, they're also waging a war in Sudan. And it looks like they're winning as well. Good work so far. Czechia closed the borders to all foreigners. No Czechs allowed to leave. Okay. 16 DNA points. I need a bit more. A whole semester holiday. Yeah, I think we haven't even begun to figure out what the secondary effects of this whole shutdown are going to be. Because initially people are going like, oh yeah, I don't mind working from home or staying home a couple of days. But it's not just that. I think it's going to get progressively worse. Masticatory muscles become engorged, increasing the effectiveness of biting other humans and increasing infectivity. More we shall infect. Unfortunately, I think I'm not quite spraying it fast enough. At least I'm not killing people very fast. So that helps. You don't get the toilet paper situation. I think nobody gets the toilet paper situation. Everybody's going, no, 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 I'm not going to stock toilet paper. And then meanwhile, a lot of people are stocking toilet paper. Oh shit, there's no way to cancel that infectivity or that research thing, I'm afraid. Let's build a lair. Hidden away from humans, this lair acts as a base for the vampire. Here it can go heal itself as well as generate DNA points by conducting genetic experiments on healthy and infected people. We got plenty of infected people to test on. But I mostly need to be able to get over to the not to the hospitals, to the nearby countries and start taking down research labs. Because that's concerning at this point. So now I can move. Now I just need to be able to kill. Alright, let's transit. Let's head over to the Middle East. There goes the research lab. Shit, 32 days until completion. Uh-oh. Can we transit again? I need to start killing these research labs a hell of a lot faster. Can I get more bonuses for that? If the vampire is not under attack, rapidly heal. I don't care about that. Adrenal surge. Nope. Yes. Fly farther. Alright. Let's go after this research lab. There you go. 22 days until completion. No. They have too many of these research labs. I don't think I can take them down fast enough. 20 days. Hold. Where do I go next? Canada. Can I get all the way over to Canada? No. So I need to stop in Iceland, I guess. Oh well, let's do that then. Infected a couple of people in France. Hopefully they're going to be able to keep that going. Your country was shut... Oh, sorry, your county was shut down because someone's mom went to China. Yeah, it might not sound like a lot, but stuff like that can really mess up the situation. I still need to get this one, the Vampiric Awakening, so I can get a second vampire. Should have done that a long time ago. Oh, they fixed it! Fuck. Yeah, I won't be able to cancel that anymore. Attack! There goes your lab. And set up a lair. I am going to be seeing far fewer infectees now. Yeah, it's already dropping. Okay, didn't work. Let's try again. Once again, happy teeth. Where shall we start? Where shall we start? Australia vampires. Most everything is in Australia already trying to kill you, supposedly, so this might as well get added. Let's start with a lair. And the Vampiric Blessing. And I want the Vampiric Awakening. And more stealthy. Quarantine is the best way to fight the virus. Yeah. From what I learned about it so far from the news is that you pretty much have two phases. Phase 1 is containment, so you just try to keep it localized. Phase 2 is mitigation, where you're not so much trying to keep it localized, but you're trying to slow the spread of it and make sure that your hospitals and other healthcare facilities don't get overwhelmed. Nocturnal. And I wonder what else we're going to see as secondary effects. Let me put that question to you guys. What sort of things, secondary effects, tertiary effects, do you think we're going to see from the coronavirus? Let's say down the stretch of a couple of months, what's going to happen? How bad is it going to be? And just spitball. You don't have to be a virologist or an immunologist to give an answer. Yeah, I need help from the vampire. I know. I don't know how to use this Vampiric Awakening. Rutte underestimating the capacity of hospitals. I think he's overestimating them then. He thinks they can do a lot more than what they can actually do. That's travel. That's lair healing. I did like the whole they become a slave army thing. Food production will take a hit? Yep. Education deadlines will be delayed? Yep. Economic problems? Probably. There's no real containing the virus anymore? Agreed. Oh shit, they already know that I'm here. That's not very helpful. If I can keep the infectivity going here, and then fly over to a different island, I can start to infect more and more people here. So let's boost the infectivity, and see if I can get the airborne thing going for 5 points. Let's see if this is steady enough. 268, 271, 281. Maybe one more. Corona beer stocks have decreased by a lot, yeah. Hard not to. Brick and mortar stores will be new in many areas due to them operating on small margins. I think they'll be killed off, pretty much. Because they simply cannot sustain themselves. And I know that the government is trying, or at least the Dutch government is trying to provide assistance. But it's gonna kill these things. These small businesses. A population drop would be nice. Yes. But there are a whole lot of unforeseen consequences to a population drop. I know it might sound like it's something good, but I think that humanity kind of needs each other. Hospitals are going to be overloaded, doctors will get ill, hospitals will close. Possibly. Just use essential oils. Yeah, vaxing is not required, is it? Alright, let's go airborne. Welcome to New Guinea. Jeez, they already know that I'm here? The Templars? They're fast. If Corona starts making people infertile, there will be a massive panic. Yeah, but that's not been confirmed, has it? I mean, sure enough, that would really freak people out. But so far, I really haven't heard much about that. Oh crap, I'm losing infectees. Not infecting them fast enough. I need this one. And then the next tiers. Oh, they set up a base of operations here. If I can fly over there and take that down, that would probably slow them down a bit. I need to fix this first. The number of infectees over here is going down too fast. I don't like that. Yeah, it's $3,000 to get tested in the US, is it? That's nuts. How much do I need to spread faster? Hyperdontia, 11 DNA points. Well, they're fighting the vampire. You think that's a good idea? Question. If you had to pay $3,000 to get tested, would you? Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't exactly have $3,000 lying around. Infectees are still going kind of down. Anabolic boosts. Okay. Free upgrade. It's free in the US now. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Negative. Nobody's getting tested. I can't blame you for $3,000. I mean, who has that kind of cash? And then what's the next step? Because then you find out, oh crap, I have it. Or, oh great, I don't have it. But that situation could be changed in a week. A couple of days even. You could be tested today. Tomorrow you go to the supermarket to buy your rush of toilet paper. And then in 2 or 3 days you suddenly test positive. Because you got infected by somebody else who had touched the toilet paper. And who had really not done that much. And you are still screwed. Oh, shit. I need to go here first. Can I fly over? I hope I'm powerful enough to take down that that base over there. Please win. Ooh, close to death. I'm dead. Oops. Well, that's GG then. Don't worry about your vampire being brutally killed. Has the power to turn them into... by evolving a special symptom. Yeah, but... do I have that? Because that's this. But I'm not seeing it actually do anything. So, I don't know how to use this. Temporarily producing toxic mutagens. Almost all infected will die. But it's not like I can click on a country and say spawn vampire. Besides, the world's 44 days away from a cure. This is not going well. Look at how many research labs they have. Damn. Yeah, we're done. Alright, let's try something else. Nanovirus. What was that like again? All these things don't sound very pleasant, do they? What's a good name for a nanovirus? I mean, the Borg comes to mind. Star Trek. But beyond that, what else could we think of? Skynet. Yeah, that's not bad. Skynet. You're a new nanovirus. To win, you must evolve and spread across the world, wiping out humans as the ultimate plague. Where would a nanovirus start? I think that's part of a more developed country. I mean, I wouldn't really see that happen in Africa unless they're testing it there. So either the US or the UK or Germany or China or maybe Japan. Japan. Death by 1,000 nanocots. Okay, what do we have? Abilities. Code fragment interception. Slowing future broadcast. Hack fragments of cure broadcast. Oh. So that's countering the cure. Right, because I have a kill switch in this nanovirus, and when the world researches that kill, I'm probably immediately going to get wiped out. Transmission. Oh, it's all the standard stuff for transmission. Roger that. Alright, Brody. Good night, mate. Other question. If you guys are going to stay home for a prolonged period of time, what sort of game are you going to play? What sort of game is going to... What? Jesus. What sort of game is going to keep you going for long enough? And for those of you guys, welcome to the stream if you're just tuning in. I'm playing a bit of Plague Inc. And I'm trying to infect the world with a nanovirus while we're discussing all sorts of effects from the coronavirus. This... How do I fight this? Oh, I need to counter that medicine stuff. That one. Wargame, Red Dragon, War Thunder, Satisfactory. Yeah, Satisfactory is something else that I still have planned for the channel. I just didn't get to it. Age of Empires? Black Desert Online. What's that? Jeez, I'm never gonna win this one. The Sims 2. Yeah, you can sink a lot of time into The Sims. I wonder if somebody's going to make some sort of event for any version of The Sims where you're facing a quarantine of some kind. 306 days, there we go. War Thunder in Minecraft. Satisfactory is amazing. Yeah, I've played a couple hours of it, and I think I haven't done it justice yet. So I still really need to look into that game. Also because I requested a key from the devs and said that I would feature it on the channel, and that was quite a few weeks ago. So I still have something to do there. Black Desert is an MMO, okay. 1 year and 95 days till completion. There we go. Rainbow Six, XCOM 2, Wargame of Orion, Escape from Tarkov. Plenty of things to play. Yep. Rash. How the hell is a nanovirus causing a rash? Immune to cure for several weeks. I might need to save that one. Can we boost the transmission a bit? Because I think it's not going fast enough. Do Do I play Paradox games like Crusader Kings or Europe Universalis? Not much. One Paradox game that I've played a lot is Surviving Mars. Beyond that, Stellaris. But I haven't really ever gotten into Hearts of Iron 4. Although people keep asking me, but I'm a bit intimidated by the learning curve. One year and 4 days. Okay, I still have time. Rainbow Six, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, War Thunder, Transport Fever 2, Witcher 3, PlanetSide. Lots of stuff to pick from. Hearts of Iron 4 is good. Learning curve is high, DLC is expensive. Yeah. Oh, the entirety of Japan's infected. That's good. But the rest of the countries are just getting started. Okay, I need to see if I can boost that. Let's go for waterways. Ship transmissions. I'm not killing yet, so I'm probably not that dangerous to the world. Hopefully. That cough of mine, oh. The cough was a lot worse a week ago. And I was getting really frustrated with it as well, because it just completely screwed up my ability to record videos. Time to join the birds. Population density in urban areas has fallen. Oh. That's unusual. There's Iceland. That's always a difficult one to get. Wargame is a month-long learning curve. Maybe more. If I get all the abilities on the right-hand side, I can get an upgrade. Stop. That cure research speed tremendously. That's what I have been getting so far. These things. This one increases susceptibility and makes me immune to the cure for several weeks. I kind of want to hold off on that until I really need it. Have I tried Rainbow Six? Not Siege. I don't think I'm twitchy enough to be playing a game like that. And that's also what's keeping me from playing Tarkov. Well, that and the fact that I think you need some sort of... you need to be a bat on crack to be... or to have enough reflexes to be playing Tarkov. I've seen streams, I've watched streams of people playing Tarkov, or just regular videos of them, and they see some sort of blip in the distance, and the same goes for all the other shooters. Whether it's Arma, or... what's that Battle Royale game again? Player Unknown. PUBG. And people just see some sort of speck in the distance, and they immediately start shooting it. I'm like, I don't even know what you're shooting at, I just see a tree. So I don't know how effective I would be in those games. And I would probably just be very frustrated with them. I would really need to put myself in the right mindset for it. I'm going to start getting that booster. Do I play old school games like emulating PS2 games? No. I never had a PlayStation. I had a November. An N64. A Nintendo 64 back in the day. I grew up playing GoldenEye and Red Alert 2 on the PC. So yes, that's how old I am at this point. Infectivity is going quite well. And I still haven't killed anybody, so I think they have no reason to be causing alarm and shutting down ports and harbors. Let's increase in wealthy nations. Intelligent cell receivers able to repel all modern medicine. Ooh. Yes, please. Tarkov is the same as Eve. Interesting to watch and listen, difficult to play. I've never tried Kenshi, I don't know what that is. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, yeah, I played that quite a bit. I remember that I started playing that back in the day when you still had a game that was released in a box. And it was a game that I picked up and I thought, oh yeah, I'm just going to play this and it's going to be fun. And I ran around with one or two of my soldiers. I had no idea how to do the whole tactical thing with moving soldiers into strategic positions, overwatching, using different classes and stuff. And I think in the first hour at least, I got a lot of deaths. I just ran in, and the AI went, yeah, no you're not, and started shooting me, and I died a lot. What about Persona 5? What's that? Heat and cold resistance is a must. Alright, I shall develop these things. Heat and cold, or rather in the opposite order. I'm almost infecting everybody now. 119 days till completion. Once I have everybody infected, I'm gonna start murdering. Bit more. Greenland. Oh, Greenland. It's always you, isn't it? Oh, there's still 3 million people. Oh, 82,000 people healthy. 72, 56, 52. A bit more. Damn Greenland. Succumb you shall. I need a bit more. I have 35 points to start killing people. 20,000 or 25,000 healthy, 24. I think they're all in Greenland. Think XCOM but open world and more melee based. Okay. Haha. Everybody's infected. Oh dear. You might develop symptoms. And you might, in fact, start dying. Very, very quickly. I want to go for hemorrhagic shock. There we go. Deaths. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. 3,500 people died. 20,000. 90,000. Fuck. 1.1 million. 1.8 million. 2.9. Oof. 13 million, 16 million, 21 million. 61 days until completion. Is that slowing down yet? 62 days until completion. It is slowing down. $55. Uh-oh, they're countering it. Need to murder faster. 51 days. No! I don't have enough points. Although, could I recoup some? Refund, 2 DNA points. Yes! I don't need to infect any new people. I want to get my points back. Need to kill faster. Before all these healthy humans survive and build a cure. Abilities. I don't care about your abilities. Oh, I need 5 points more. This can also slow them down a bit. Seizures. Insanity. Significantly harder to cure. Maybe I can buy myself a bit more time with this. 46 days. 119 days. 117 days. Well, this is gonna get close. Only thing that a thing that could be holding you from playing FPS might be your color blindness. Possibly, yes. But also, I feel that with the modern FPSs, you need to be fully invested in a game. You need to be playing it all the time. And you need to know exactly how a map is done. Where the best hiding spots are. So it has a sort of barrier to entry, if you will. You need to be paying a pretty high price in the sense of a time investment in order to get good in a game. For example, with Rainbow Six Siege, if you're not already playing it from the get-go, if I were just to enter it right now, I think I'd be terrible at it. Especially the first 20 to 50 hours. Because you don't know the maps, you don't know the terrain, you don't know the guns, you don't know the operators. You don't know the best spots, you don't really know what your teammates expect of you and what you can expect of your teammates. Although, one could argue that in a multiplayer game you should never expect too much from your teammates. And that's a different discussion entirely. How's that cure coming along? So yeah, that's the problem with the FPSs. That's true for any game that's at least a bit competitive, yeah. That's why I'm a bit more leaning towards games that aren't as competitive, that are more likely to allow you to work together with other people. So a game like 7 Days to Die, where you fight the AI, where that's something you can study and sort of outthink, potentially with friends, then that's a game that I really enjoy a lot more. I think Skynet's going to win, by the way. $42 million left. The world's really in a terrible state. All because of a nanovirus escaped in Japan. Or did it escape? If the Japanese set it free, maybe. Walking Dead? Not a whole lot of them then. Although 5.5 million Walking Dead is still nothing to snicker at. Can I kill them faster? No, I need 35 points. 33. Netherlands won't close schools. Yet. I think yet being the operative word there. What's the talking theme here? We are going over, at least in part, about what we're doing about Corona in all the different countries. What's the effect of the virus? What are the potential secondary effects, tertiary effects, long-term effects for short? How is the situation going to develop? At least here in the Netherlands, I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. And I think that's true for a lot of countries. And to everybody else who has just joined as well, welcome. We're doing a bit of a discussion about the whole situation. Since a lot of people are not capable of going to school, work, or whatever, or they're working from home. I thought I'd do a bit of a Corona hangout, if you will. And I might do some more of these. Not necessarily play Gank, but stream a bit more, because I really enjoy the streaming bit. Although I find that I usually make better quality content if I'm doing an actual YouTube video, as opposed to a stream. Ionized helix. Okay. Alright. So we got this one done. Oh yeah, I still haven't done the zombies. We tried that. It didn't quite work. Let's see, what can I get? What's the ionized helix? Am I just overlooking it? Maybe it's not a part that you can pick when you use this virus. How long are we doing this stream? Probably another half hour, because I still have to go to my in-laws after. They invited us over to dinner, so I can go over there and infect them too. No, as far as I know, I'm not infected. But that's the thing, isn't it? As far as I know. Burping assassin! What? We're just gonna throw together a couple of words and see what comes out. Burping assassin. I think it's beautiful. Alright, a starting location. I think the Africa continent would be great for a zombie breakout. The live component in streams makes up for the slightly lower quality. It does. And I really enjoy interacting with everyone and just hearing the different stories and seeing what's going on in the different countries. Because otherwise I'd get to communicate with you guys through the usual stuff. So, comments, stuff like that. But it's not as quick as a live stream. And I really enjoy seeing all the chat run by, or roll by. Will there be any RTS builder game on your channel? Like Surviving Mars. I already have Surviving Mars. Next episode for Surviving Mars I'm going to be recording either tomorrow or Sunday. And that's going to be uploaded on Sunday. Let's see. More virus. Oh. Ah, here we are. Let's start here. Insomnia. And see where I can go. Hold up. What were the zombie things again? Fever. This is probably not the right way to play this particular virus. Burping assassin needs to cause vomiting. Yes. I need to research that. That's a symptom. So hypersalivation, I suppose, would be the first part for that. Middle schools are allowed to close their doors? What? Is that new? Seriously? Am I ever going to do Stormworks again? Yes. The big question is how. How and when? Oh, I just read here that apparently we're also cancelling flights from China, Italy, Iran and South Korea. Spain has declared state of emergency. Italy is getting Chinese help. Yes, everything's going to shit. Less public transport. That's also not exactly going to be something that promotes a sense of stability. Quarter of the students, Friday, not at school because of the coronavirus. Yep. Makes sense. Oh, we spread. We're now in East Africa as well. The general consensus across the world seems to be locked down. Close public places, etc. But in the UK, it's carry on as normal. P.S. Your nan's going to die. Jesus. That's dark. Here, start vomiting. Burping assassin. Munich, they suspended classes if there are any during spring break, and also called off the exams. You were working there, but they threw you out? Okay, so they're actually locking down the buildings as well. It's not that you can still work in the library if you so choose. All schools in Greece are closed. Yeah. 5 weeks of no school. Normally you'd only have that during summer vacation, I guess. Summer holiday. Hold on. The Middle East is being hit the worst? Corona's killing more or less everyone it infects? Do you have a source for that? Because that's serious. Serious question. Would you rather the government take control of everything to make you feel more safe, or have your freedom to still do whatever you want but possibly get infected? Ooh. An interesting part of this question is make you feel more safe. You're not necessarily safer if the government takes control of everything. What I think would help is if the government is able to calm the fear. Because I think the fear is the biggest threat at the moment. It's the thing that's causing the most mayhem. I mean, it's the start of the toilet paper wars, as as I've mentioned a couple of times now. People just buying out toilet paper. Because why not? But would I let the government take control? I think if the government really wants to, they're going to take control anyway. But I don't think that the Western countries have the stomach for it. I don't think the politicians are willing to go that far. Because it's going to hurt their re-elections. And that is something that they're probably still considering. Despite all of this corona stuff, I still think that they are looking at, okay, how am I going to make sure that I don't lose my voters? What do I do to make sure that I still stay in office? And that's the frustrating thing. That's not something they should be concerned with. Their main objective should be the health of the public, and not so much trying to score political points. So, the answer for me would be, it would be nice if the government would take more control and be less concerned with the whole, oh shit, I gotta stay in office, and actually take serious charge of the situation, with no respect for their re-electability. Jail the fearful. Yeah, how do you qualify those? Burping assassins becoming scary. Ooh. You better be careful now. First death in Central Africa. So, thousands of dead would hurt the re-election even more. See, that I'm not sure about. The thing is that the politicians would probably go, oh yeah, but hey, I had no idea it was going to be this bad. So, does that mean that it's going to hurt their re-electability? And what I'm also quite, well, let's say preemptively annoyed with, if that's a thing, that it's going to be the opposition, at least in, let's say, the more democratic countries, that's going to say, yeah, see, the people who were supposed to be in charge did not do enough. You should vote them out of office. So it's not just that people in office, the political leaders that we have, or, well, leader in brackets, it's not so much necessarily that they fear re-electability because they don't do enough or do too much or whatever, but also that the other side is going to use this as a political weapon. Which is something that I think is just dirty, but unfortunately that's how it works. That's how the game is played. You need the Iron Lady. Yeah. You need somebody who's going to go, okay, I'll fix this. I don't care if I'm going to get re-elected or not. One of the most interesting presidents I found portrayed in a TV series recently was Designated Survivor, where Kiefer Sutherland is thrust into a position of power that he's really not even looking for, but he's just pushed into that position because he's the only member of the government left alive. So he's president all of a sudden. And since he initially doesn't care about re-electability, he's going to do all sorts of stuff that might not be popular, but that might be required to make sure that the country's going to be alright. And he's not afraid to make choices that other people do not like. Oh crap, I need to up my infectability. Bats and rats. You're Italian and the EU response was very upsetting. How do you mean that? Do you mean that in the sense that the EU response was not enough relative to how Italy tackled the threat? Because I think that what Italy was doing is great. Oh, guys, I will be right back. 1 second. Sorry about that. Wife called. Always answer the phone if your wife's calling. I need to fight these setcom operatives. Enhanced strength. Severity increased. Anyway, Designated Survivor. A great show that really showed you what can happen if you have a political leader who's not a Republican, not a Democrat, but I believe the term is called independent. And what happens when an independent takes charge who's not concerned about re-electability and who's basically not elected? And you see all the political games going on there. All the political back and forth. Which is not necessarily always a good thing, but it was definitely an interesting thing. That's the ambush. Yeah, this is regen. I need the horde mentality. There, now I can start walking around. Roam the planets. Zombies destroy East Africa. Zcom to set up new base. Where? They've departed from Iceland at dawn. Haha. Iceland's not safe, my friend. I can get to Iceland if I want to. And I can also get to Finland if I want to. Next. Millions. An unelected independent. So Julius Caesar. Maybe. I'm not sure how popular Julius Caesar was. But at least somebody who puts the priority on fighting this thing. And not necessarily on staying in office. In Bulgaria, from an hour ago, all stores except food and pharmacies are closed. See, what I worry about with that is that if the store and this is a secondary effect, if a store is closed, then that means that the store is not getting any income. The store, at some point, depending on how long this thing is going to last, will not be able to pay its employees. Employees will not be able to buy food. Effect, they're going to start getting food, one way or another. And if they cannot buy it, they'll get it. And that's what's more concerning for me. Those secondary effects. You're only about 9 meals away from chaos. And there is probably no shortage of that. Making it nearly impossible for prey to break free. If I get you, I eat you. Unfortunately, I cannot fight this cure properly. Julius Caesar was very popular with the masses. Okay, didn't know that. Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm not going to win this. Maybe I can still slow it down a bit. Probably not enough. 2 days until completion. Yeah, I was way too late with that. I started killing too fast. You're more scared of the secondary effects. Me too. Civil disorder, outbreaks of looting, rioting, and the government being just completely overwhelmed. Emergency services not capable of doing enough. And I don't blame them, because they're not supposed to handle situations like these. Because we're not prepared for them. We're just not prepared to handle stuff like this. So what you're going to find is that it's going to go all sorts of belly up. And that's what's more concerning to me. I mean, people now are already buying up all the toilet paper. They're already buying out all the canned goods. What's going to happen next? Well, that's anybody's guess. I guess this is going to be another Pyrrhic victory for humanity. Nuclear attack on Peru. Not good enough. Germany's stubbornly holding on. Sorry, Poland's stubbornly holding on. Maybe I can change that situation a bit. That's 4,200 only. Oh. March. Let's go knocking on Poland's doors. Oh, this is terrible. I'm trying to knock down Poland with large groups of infantry from the Baltic states and from Germany. Where have we seen this before? Jesus, they're still fighting it off though. Well done to you. I can reanimate more of them, right? Just activate all the regen points. And then respawn. Boom! 20,000. Is that enough? Another 20. Another 20. Yep, now we're winning. Ish. We're gonna march right into Norway. Let me guess. The Caribbean, Greenland, Philippines, and New Guinea. These things are always zombie-free. But Poland is succumbing. Let's do another uprising here. That's another an uprising of 800,000. Sorry, Poland, it is over. Oh, speaking of over, I just lost all my forces in Norway. Time to regen a bunch. That's 500,000 zombies again. Yeah, well, no, they're not winning. Keep spamming against that ZCOM force. 1.3 million zombies. Now I'm winning. And once again, Greenland is entirely unimpressed with your bullshit and survives. So time to send an invasion force over from Iceland. Zombie breach in Norway. Haha. Fight that, ZCOM. But actually don't. I think that Greenland might still lose. They have a cure. But I still have zombies and I still have some points. I'll probably take down this HQ. Oh. If I have enough points, I might still be able to make it into the Philippines. What? I just resurrected about 200 million people over here. Why can I not walk them though? March. My undead. 39 million people. Walk. Or swim. Haha. Bye Greenland. It's been fun. Philippines is next for dinner. 18 million zombies. And we're gonna walk from here right to New Guinea. Rotting zombie washes up on the beach in New Guinea. Oh dear. You're in trouble. You got one zombie currently. That's about to get a whole lot more. One zombie, one dead. Come on, bring it in. 18 million zombies! Yoink. There goes New Guinea. Is that the last? No, the Caribbean. I still have a few points left. I unfortunately almost have no zombies left. Go! Get the Philippines! Oh, sorry, get the Caribbean. Cuba thinks it's safe. Cuba is wrong. How many? 14 million zombies. 18 million. I think we're gonna win this. How many healthy people are there? 4.4 million, 2.6 million. 216. Everybody is going to die. Yep, there we go. Mindless zombies infected with burping assassin have hunted down and consumed the last human survivors. The zombies will decay, and soon the whole world will be empty. And what are we going to do with it then? I have no idea. We'll see. Zcom builds a venture and wins. No. No, no, no. Alright guys, with that I'm going to end the stream. Been a couple hours. I got a nice reaction with you, and I really enjoyed that. So thank you if you joined the stream. I hope you had fun. I hope that we can do this again soon, because I enjoyed this. And I think I'll do another stream maybe sometime beginning of next week. We shall see how it goes and what I'll be playing then. Anyway, thank you for joining. Stay safe. Don't go buy up all the toilet paper, because it's not going to be worth it. And I shall see you guys soon, at least in another video, or potentially on another live stream. Thank you for joining. See you soon.